Hi, I'm Corinne, and today I want to talk to you a little bit about journaling. I'm a big journaler, and right here at Empowerment Magic, my site, what I want to do is I want to do whatever it takes to help people to awaken and anchor and ascend. What does that mean? It means to awaken to your truth and anchor into peace and presence, and get to a place of ascension, ascending into your higher alignment and purpose with life. That's my MO. That's what I want to do. Will I achieve that in my lifetime? Who knows? It's a big vision. Maybe it's supposed to be like that. I don't know. Anyway, today I just got back from a beautiful swim at the neighbor's place. Neighbors happen to be my in-laws, and they have a beautiful pool, and so I get to enjoy that, and I feel so honored and blessed to do so. And I had a great shower afterwards, and now I'm outside. As you can see, I've taken some pictures. I'm sharing with you of some of the surrounding area and our big garden. I do want to say that I live on an orchard in the beautiful Similkameen Valley in British Columbia, Canada. And I'm so blessed because I grew up in a city, Vancouver-ish area, Coquitlam. And I spent 23 years in Calgary raising my son and being married to two different individuals whom now I'm divorced from. So there's that. And I have a unique perspective when it comes to living in the country. There's a lot of things. I'm not a big shopper, so it works for me. I'm not, Amazon's my, if I have to get something, then Amazon quite often is the thing in the place. And I really can appreciate the surroundings. I can appreciate the beautiful mountains and everything that's around. So I'm grateful for that. I feel very blessed at this point in my life. I feel incredibly blessed. And so I just wanted to share a little bit of that with you guys and just say every moment that you have in life, no matter where you are, look for those silver linings. It may not be something that you've thought of. Maybe you need to start a gratitude journal to just get to even to a place to be grateful for breathing and waking up in the morning and being able to appreciate just life itself, like the fact that you're alive. You know, I've been there. I get it. There's been lots of times where I couldn't see past my nose, I guess you could say. And when you're in that place, it's really hard to get to that next better feeling thought, as Abraham Hicks would say. Get to that better feeling thought. So anger might be better than resentment and or grief, and that's why there's so many levels to things. You have to give yourself the grace to move through those stages in life, wherever they are and however they happen, because they don't happen in sequence. It's not the same for everyone. And when you're stuck and feeling down and lost, I found that journaling, because I had a big facade. I worked at the city of Calgary for 12 years, but during that time, you know, I am typically an upbeat person. I'm typically and naturally very optimistic. So some of those things came naturally to me. However, I was hiding a lot of discomfort. I was hiding a lot of discord. I was hiding a lot of the things that were going on in my marriage, which were challenging for me. My partner didn't even realize how challenging. He didn't get it. He didn't get how I was feeling. Like there was no real communication, so that was very hard. how do you communicate how you feel when there's the communication isn't an equal flow back and forth. It's always elevated, and or, you know, some kind of mental-ish abuse kind of cornering and or manipulation. That was my perspective. His perspective could be entirely different, and I can admit the fact that I could have done things better. I could have, you know, forced myself to communicate, but what I did instead was grab a book. What I grabbed was this book. It's a book called The Every Man's Journal from Lee Valley, and I'm not selling this book. I'm not an affiliate for Lee Valley, but I've been using these journals, and you can see they've got a good size. They have a nice little area in front where you can write down like affirmations that you can say every time that you're writing. There's page numbers and a place at the top for a title. There's also at the very back an interesting thing, which is a perpetual calendar. Isn't that cool? That's so cool. That's all you need. You can find out any date. You can find out any date in the past and any date in the future, up to this one anyway. It goes to 2099. Can you believe that? And from 1901 to 2099, any date you want to figure out what day of the month or what like day it landed on, like a Monday through Friday or Saturday or whatever, you can figure that out right there. Plus, there's a beautiful little red tag to always keep in your place. And what I do is I write morning pages, and then the number of times right here where I've wrote 1,246 entries. I don't write every page that I wrote. I write, okay, if this is a Monday and I start writing, I might write several pages, anywhere from 1 to 20, and that will be one entry. So I've had 1,246 entries since I started journaling. Now, in the beginning, I did journal almost religiously. And the reason why I call them morning pages is because in the book, gosh, now I'm going to forget her name, but she wrote the book, The Artist's Way. And when I read that, I was inspired because she talks about the morning pages, and it's all about cultivating creativity. And when I read the book, and I just thought, okay, well, yes, I'm a very creative person. I'm an artist and all of this stuff as well. So I was intrigued by that. But what it was really helpful for me was to get all of the anxiety and angst out onto the page. And she also says, write, 3 pages every morning. Don't think about it. Just get it down and never look back. Don't look back at what you wrote. Don't do that to yourself. It's not worth it. And besides, why would I want to look back at all the cursing that I did? My God, I was screaming into my journal because I was at such a point of frustration in my marriage and in myself, and I was feeling so lost and so hopeless, really. I was like, can I do this for another 10 years? Can I be in this marriage for another 10 years? Can I do this? What am I going to be like in 10 years? Can I rebuild my life right now? Or what can I do? Like, I was like at a crossroads. And so my journal became my salvation. And I did a lot of venting. Like, it was like insane. So I'd say good morning. I was always very cordial with my partner, and it didn't matter. He wasn't a morning person, so it didn't matter what I said, but to be honest. And I'd be sitting writing in my journal, and I would be just screaming my frustration because it didn't matter what I'd say. I could say good morning and he'd be all upset about that. Or I'd, wait till I felt like it was safe to say good morning, but then I'd get the backlash of, why are you so mean? Why aren't you saying good morning? Anyway, I forgive him. He knows not what he did. I don't believe he knows. And I pray to God for his new woman he's engaged to. So I pray to God that he is different with her than he was with me. That my current partner and I are quite a different scene. I guess 3 times lucky, right? There's hope for us out there, girls. Definitely hope. And it's never too late. I met him when I was 55. I feel so honored and blessed to share his life because he was 3 years post-cancer, colon rectal cancer. And he has a colostomy bag. And you know what? I looked at that bag and I only felt compassion. I didn't feel weird for myself, or I didn't feel like running. I had other reasons to try and run away, and that had to do with other things, but and nothing to do with him, but other people in his world, especially his ex-partner. Anyway, that's all I'm going to say about that. So the thing is that it's never too late. And so my journaling practice took me through the hardest part of my marriage, my second marriage, and throughout the healing process of 4 years afterwards, and into my transition from Calgary back into my home province of British Columbia. And there was a lot of changes that were going on, and I can't possibly say everything within one little video, but what I'm gonna do is share bits and pieces here and there as I go. And I just wanted to share because I wanted to sit down and write in my journal this evening after my swim and a nice shower. And it's beautiful outside. It's 30 degrees last time I checked. I'll put up some proof of that. And enjoy the scenery. I'm going to move you a little bit so that you can see a little bit of what I'm looking at right there. And right there, look at that mountain. Oh, I should show you the other mountains. So there's those. And it's such a beautiful valley. I swear, I feel so lucky. I feel like I have, how do they say that? Fell in a bucket of S and come out smelling like roses. That's how I feel. Anyways, I'm going to leave it at that and share a couple pictures. And if you want to awaken, anchor, and ascend, then and work with me and join me in the I Am community. I have an I Am community with a bunch of resources and a 7-day peace practice course, self-led, and some valuable tools in there. And I'm going to just keep building, products and resources to help people to get to a better place in their life. Wherever they are, I hope for them to get a bit better. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a counselor. I am a life coach, and I've gone through a lot of experience in my 62 years, nearly 63 years. So I almost got that on you, but only a few steps forward, or past a couple people, and honestly, just try it. It's free. Can't hurt. And I'd love to see you in there. And there's a nice community. You can talk and ask me any questions you like. Maybe suggest some videos if there's a topic you want. Okay, that's it for now. So long. Be empowered. Hi, it's Corinne. I just wanted to say another thing about gratefulness. When you focus on gratefulness, and you start listing like 5 things, that's all you have to do is 5 things. You list 5 things. It can be anything at all. Could be waking up, could be breathing, it could be I can walk, I have great hair, or I still have my eyesight and I don't have to wear glasses. I have all my teeth. Just start every day writing 5 things that you're grateful for. After a month, 30 days, you will notice a huge difference in your perspective. And once you shift the way you look at things, the things you look at change. And that's a Wayne Dyer quote. That's not me. So anyway, I just wanted to share that little tip.